All right, back in the lab. Why were we in here so early today? Well, first I had to replace the filter up there. Got to replace it about every month because that is the pre-filter to that filter, and I have a pre-filter to my pre-filter that needs to get rinsed as well. So I was doing that earlier today because today is a big turkey tail day. We have a dozen turkey tail bags we're going to be doing. We're inoculating these on cedar and pine. I was originally growing all my turkey tail on hardwood sawdust, and I was getting decent fruits from it, but I was really not happy with it. It just wasn't going as easily as I thought. And then I was like, oh, I'll just do a quick test. And I ended up growing some on some cedar wood shavings down here, and it ended up colonizing a lot nicer. And then that made me think, well, what the heck specimen did I even take? It's going back through my photos of the specimen I harvested from the wild, and everything was on oak trees, and I was like, what the heck's going on? Anyway, I went outside to the specimen because I brought a log home, and that was the actual specimen that I used. It was a 6-hour journey. It's not like a fruit body wouldn't have made it, but I brought a whole little log because I was like really new to the whole mushroom growing experience. I was still in my still air box at the time, and I just wasn't having much luck with cloning mushrooms in first place. So I brought a whole log thinking, oh, there's got to be some cleaner mycelium maybe under the bark and stuff. Anyway, I realized that that log that I had gotten from the wild was actually a fallen tree, and just by memory, I'm like, that fallen tree it had to have been a pine tree. I went outside to see if I could find that specimen because I had kind of buried it in some leaf litter hoping for things to grow off of it, and found it. It's a pine. It's pine. It's been pine this whole time. So I honestly thought, because Stammet says turkey tail is found less commonly on pine, that it would regardless do better on hardwood sawdust. But just because I've been having issues with it and it's supposed to be super easy to grow, I was like, what the heck's going on? So just did that one test, and that led me to believe I think I might have a pine, more ready pine version of turkey tail. So that's what we're doing today. We are inoculating 12 bags of pine turkey tail because we already got some on hardwood sawdust growing out. See, these ones are doing just fine. It's colonizing like no one's business, but I still feel like there's a lot of big gaps that aren't so prevalent in the cedar one. You see, the cedar was done about the same time, but it just looks like there's more even colonization down there. Here's another hardwood sawdust one, and it looks like there's more colonization and more potentially primordia forming up top, which, sure, primordia is great and all, but I think I'd rather have it colonize fully and then grow primordia everywhere, especially where I cut fresh air spots. So I'm thinking that this one might really not like the hardwood sawdust, and it's only growing the primordia because it's like, get me the heck out of here. Especially like this is more dense because it's all sawdust. This particular bag is all shavings, so it's super light and airy, but everything I'm doing now is pine sawdust mixed with the cedar shavings. They're both pines or softwoods or whatever pinus species. So I'm hoping that we're just going to get more even colonization, and hoping that the primordia take a little bit more time, because today is 1/21, so it's only been 2 weeks basically since I've done this, and I just think it should colonize maybe 4 weeks before I start seeing primordia. I need to check my book and see what it is. So spawn run, okay, 14 to 21 days. Okay, and then the primordia formation should take another week. But we already have primordia formed essentially in 16 days. Those are 16 days, and I believe that is primordia. Again, not an expert. I am totally brand new to this, guys. So, I mean, it might look like I'm a professional because I got all the equipment, but new to this. Turkey tail is supposed to be one of the easiest mushrooms to grow, and I've been having a problem with it. I've been having the most luck with, lo and behold, Hypsizygus ulnarius. Ulnarius? Don't even know the name. But the elm oyster I've been having the best luck with, and just so happens to be a high on yolk species. So that's a little food for thought for you. But we have turkey tail to do, and we got to do it right now because we got pot cooling down. So we're on the clock.